Welcome back everybody, Ostentatious here. Part 8 of this new Permadeath run. So today we're going to be collecting around 1 billion units, circa 1 billion, could be a bit more, could be a bit less, and then essentially just really trying to push towards Eissentam, and on the way to Eissentam, in any of the space stations that I make a very quick pit stop in, we'll just see kind of, you know, if there's anything worth looking at in terms of ships or tools and stuff, and get cracking on. So first things first, what I'm going to do is just very quickly scrap 2 or 3 ships in this station, just so I can get some, hopefully some ionized cobalt together. And then before I do anything after this, I'll quickly see if the weekend mission has sorted itself out in the anomaly. So I'm currently on 170 million, so that should be over 1 billion by the end of this stream today. No cobalt there, just emeralds. So let's quickly sell these modules for some nanites, and then we'll go and see if the weekend mission has sorted itself out. Quickly check this ship first. It's a B class. Won't bother. Let's have a look at this one coming in. Scrap that, it's an A class. Is that white? Yeah, it's white and light green. Just a reference point, whenever you look at this screen here for ship colour or multi-tool colour, this side normally shows more of the system lighting. If you turn it round to this side, this is more of the true colour side. So this is what you pay attention to, that isn't what you pay attention to, because that there, see that colour there? That there is what it looks like here, from sort of all angles, yeah? But when you, and that's with the torch on as well, but when you go onto the buyer page and twist it to this side, that's the true colour, or that's as close to the true colour as you'll get without taking the ship to a airless or dead world planet where there's no atmosphere. The no atmosphere planets are the only places really in the game where you actually get to see the true colour of the ship. Anyway, we'll scrap this. As you can see already, I've built up 10,000 nanites. That was like 600 a stream at the start of the last stream. Right, so let's let's go and see if the weekend mission has sorted itself out. But first of all, I'm just going to shut my office door. Got some in-laws over today. Right. Right, sorry. Let me just see what this is that just came in. No, it's a B. Right, let's go and see if the weekend mission is fixed. Apparently, if you restart your game, which is obviously what I've done here, it should fix it. So the last 2 streams that I've done, the weekend mission hasn't been showing at all. Now I did get it to show on a different play mode late last night, but I couldn't complete the mission. I went to about 25 different modules, and it wouldn't let me locate the thing that you're supposed to get in the mission. So I don't know if it's potentially still bugged or not. I have no idea. Right, so it's showing up now, which is good. So let's try it. But like I said, in a stream I did, not a stream, in a playthrough that I did late last night on survival mode, I couldn't finish the mission. I just gave up after about maybe 40 minutes of sort of just going from salvage tech modules to salvage tech modules. I must have done about at least 20-25 different locations of them, and nothing showed up for me, so we'll see. But it would be nice to get this done, because I want to try and get 3,500 quicksilver together so I can get the like the armoured suit. I think it's like the Viking armour. Right, where is it? There it is. And then once I've done this, we're going to head to my stasis device farms and basically begin the process of making 1 billion units. It should take about maybe half an hour, because I still haven't got all my inventory sorted, so this would speed it up a little bit. But after about 20 minutes to half an hour, I've got to do a little bit of crafting. We should be good to go. And then sky's the limit, really. Like, you can buy what you want, do what you want, go where you want, and as long as you've got a lot of units there, never really have much to worry about. So here he is. He, she, they, him, whatever. Right, so you have to basically collect some nav data, not nav data, this salvage tech here. Like in a normal playthrough, this would just be normal buried tech. But in this game, when you collect it, drones appear, or sentinels appear straight away. If you go in and basically interact with it, where the hell is it? Oh, right, that's odd. That didn't even pick it up. let's go and try another one, shall we? There we go. So pick that one up. And you just click on it, and eventually it should take you to a location. But see this message here: component signature corrupts. Could not locate terminal. That was happening all night with me last night, and I gave up in the end. So I'm hoping that maybe we'll do sort of 10. And if I haven't found it after 10, then I'm going to give up again. These weekend missions are proving to be a nightmare at the moment. Right, so again it's bugged out. Where's it gone? It's really odd. Mr. Hello. Hello and welcome to the stream. So Mr. Hello says that was happening. That was happening to you as well, was it, on your try of this? What I might do is do just the ones in the local area here, and if it's still proving an issue in the next sort of 3 or 4, I'll just fly somewhere else a bit further away from the pilot and see if that does anything. But yeah, I don't hold much hope, to be honest. Right, and that's bugs clipped through the thing there, so that's no good. Yeah, it's very strange. It just seems like such a easy fix and small issue. I don't know kind of why they haven't fixed this, or why they're still getting these sort of issues, to be honest. JL Green, good morning. Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. So we're trying to do the weekend mission at the moment. We've managed to get it working now because it wasn't even showing up before on the in the anomaly. But it's showing now, but none of these locations seem to be working. This is the message I kept getting last night on a different save as well. It just says basically no signal. So perhaps what I'll try and do is I'll collect these 2 here as they're nearby, and if these don't offer any joy, I'll get in the ship and just quickly fly 4,000 or 5,000 U away, land, try another couple, and then if there's no joy with that, I'll just dump it. Like I said, these weekend missions at the moment are actually more of a pain in the arse than they are helpful, they seem. The last one, I think, was oh, here we go, finally. The last one was feed creatures, but like it was a planet with just 4 creatures and only 2 you had access to, and they were quite sparse. So yeah, they're just trying to make everyone's life a bit more difficult at the minute. That took about probably 8 or 9 there, didn't it, to get that? So perhaps you've just got to be patient. But last night I probably did about 20 to 25 of them. Didn't bother reloading any saves or anything, and it still didn't show for me. Oh, so you can do it multiple times. Yeah, it's definitely got some issues, isn't it? It's definitely bugged at the moment. If you can do it on like multiple days, I mean, there's definitely something wrong there, isn't there? Oh, this planet was discovered by Double Dash Gaming. Little scoundrel. It's got in there first. At least it's not Pharaoh. Pharaoh normally discovers the planets. It's normally he sits there. I swear, Pharaoh just sits there, waiting for the second these missions start, and he's straight off. Always trying to be the first one. He finds some quite decent multi-tools, Double Dash Gaming. God, this ship takes forever to land. Right, here we go. There we go. Whatever it is that you need, I've got it. Navigation computer. Off he goes. He didn't hang around there, did he? Right, so that's all sorted now. So, time to go and collect 1 billion units. Yeah, JL Green's put, maybe that's a sign that the update is coming soon. I mean, possibly, but we've had so many different signs and sort of solid and not so solid speculation for pretty much the last month now. I'm kind of just, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't now, sort of thing with me. I'm bored of it. Listening to all the hype and that. I think it will be an expeditions update as opposed to like an Origins type update. It will be more expeditions with a view to then release a major update maybe in a month or a couple of months' time. They have updated their LinkedIn profile, Hello Games, to say that they do tend to try and drop an update every 6 to 8 weeks, and we aren't actually at that 6 to 8 week period yet from the last update. So it could be next week, it could be the week after next. I have no idea. Right, 3150. So what is this going to be an easy one that I can just knock out quickly? No, it's not. Cadmium's handy to have though, but I'm not going to bother with that. First thing I'm going to do now is go and collect my money. So this will take probably anywhere from 20 minutes to 40 minutes just to collect everything, because it's still not fully efficient, so to speak. Like my inventory needs to be expanded still, and there's a few little hiccups that I need fixing. But I'm on like 170 million now, and within the hour there should be over 1 billion. So let's go and have a look and see where we're up to with everything. So first things first, iridicytes. How much of that have I got? That's the priority, to get some of that sorted. So the first place I'm going to go to is I'm going to go to the heat capacitor and sulfurine farm. So we'll go here first, because I've got a refining network here. So what I can do is get cracking on with some cobalt refining to make ionized cobalt, which I've got quite a bit of, but no way near enough. So I'll just quickly sell the stuff that I've got in my inventory first to free up some space. Okay, so we'll put just quickly what we got in here, nanites. Leave this for the minute. Quickly get this out of the way. So while that's all sorting that out, put this back. I'm not going to need this for the minute. Like I said, I'm working with limited inventory space on everything at the moment, ship, freighter, exosuit, so this is going to take a little bit longer to craft than what it normally would. And at this point, normally I would have a lot of ionized cobalt or iridescite at this stage, but because I've sort of rushed through to get to where we are at the moment, it's just going to be not majorly longer, but just a fraction longer than normal. Do you know of a good place to get S-class freighter upgrades? No, not off the top of my head. There's lots of places that are documented though. So if you went to if you just went to Google basically and typed in 250 light year freighter hyperdrive upgrade derelict freighter, there'll be like a location. There's been at least one found. Draxter, I think, was the guy that found it. And that's really all you need to worry about. I've got about 2 or 3 20% fuel efficiency S-class derelict freighters logged. I found a few of them. I've found a 248 and a 249 light year derelict freighter, but with cracked fuel. The only things that you really need to bother about is fuel and hyperdrive, to be honest. Everything else is pointless. A lot of the things are bugged, so they don't actually even work. So the only things that you really need to get, if I'm honest, is hyperdrive and fuel efficiency. Everything else you can just ignore. Right, so we've got the iridesite. How many have we got? Because this is going to be the bottleneck now, unless I go and get some more oxygen. So 20, 30. So there's 40 there. So it's going to be just over 60 on this collection. So there's 62. So what's that? It'll be just under 1 billion once I've finished. Right. So the next thing to do, make sure this is clear. Leave that sulfurine for the minute. Is make a load of heat capacitors. Or we're going to be running out of room. This is the problem. I'll have to do it on the starship. Right, on to the next base. How do you craft the items so fast? So, how do you craft... Right, so I think what you mean is, so when I'm hovering over something and I'm making it, it's just like I'm tapping it. So what you do is, you go to your options, and then you go to general options, and then hold to confirm disabled. So if I enable that, you've got to basically keep your finger down on the keyboard or the controller to interact with anything. But if you disable it, you just literally tap it, like you just click X and it just does that. But the only thing you need to be careful of is if you're not used to this setting, if you've been playing with hold to confirm, when it comes to like the dialogue and you've got the option to choose like accept, yes, no, whatever it is, just be mindful that you've been used to keeping your finger on X. The same with like scrapping ships. When you go to the ship scrapping thing, you've got a few options there, so just be careful not to scroll through really quickly, because you can click on the wrong thing and you can't sort of go back. So yeah, you just disable hold to confirm, and then you can interact with and make things a bit quicker, that's all. Right, on to the next one. So we've done that one, we'll go to the nitrogen farm now. Because we can make some polyfiber here and start making circuit boards. So just need to quickly check the space. Call the freighter in. I wouldn't have to worry about all this messing about if I had stuff here. Right, so now for the polyfiber. So we'll collect some of this. 4,000. Collect this lot here. We'll get cracking on, because I've got some in storage I think already. So we'll get cracking on with some of this. You need 100 cactus flesh, no problem. In we go. 8,000. Right, so now I need star bolt. So we'll grab this last one. 6,000. Right, so that's going to be, how many have we got here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we'll get cracking on with circuit boards now. So these will all disappear. Sorry about this. This is just, like I said, it wouldn't be taking... I'm probably spending about a third more time doing this than what I would normally, because I've had to craft some stuff which normally I wouldn't be doing, because I would have collected a load of stuff, and my inventory in both my ship and my exosuit is still not maxed out. So it's just I'm having to sort of just do a little bit of transfer in here, which is the main delay really. The actual making of things isn't the issue, it's this part that's taking all the time at the minute. Because I've only got one exocraft to use for storage as well at the minute. I'm just keeping this in the inventory for the next run that I do. Right, so get rid of that as well. Might need that. Right. So now to make the nitrogen salts. So I've already in my freighter got quite a bit of condensed carbon, which I've crafted. So I'm going to make some nitrogen salt now. So just shove a little bit in at a time. There we go. So we'll get a few of these made. Just want to keep my eye on how much condensed carbon I've got left each time I do this. So after this one I'll quickly check. Right, what's the condensed carbon situation like? It's going down quite quickly. Do one more lot. Right, let's see what we're like now. So I need one more bit of this. No, we'll be able to do another bit. Right, now I'm going to make some semiconductor. So that requires thermic condensate and nitrogen salt. So we'll make some of these. Leave a little bit of nitrogen salt there. Yeah, we'll make a little bit more glass, and then how much have we got left in there? 12,000. Right, so I'm going to go to the last part of the farm now, which is the radon and lubricants. Hi Bozimoto, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Just basically collecting a fuckload of money at the moment. Nearly there. Should be just under a billion, around about a billion I'll be picking up, and then we can get cracking on. Right, so what's this one? So let me just gamma weed, lubricant, okay. So we'll collect this bit. For CM, right. much space have we got left? Some more gamma root. So we'll get that from this one. Right, there's no point in getting any more of that because I'm going to need some more for CM, which I haven't got enough of. So we'll leave that there. Right, now for the last bit. Radon. Oh, ice cream van, it's that time of the day. Shit. It's the condensed carbon that I'm out of. Right. So, how much stasis devices have we got anyway? So what can we sell now? $600 million's worth. So we'll sell that. So 800 million I'm on now. I could get another 100 million for that, but I'm gonna rather than do that, I'm gonna fly to space. I'm gonna pick up some oxygen, shoot some carbon very quickly, just do a quick refining of condensed carbon, and come back and just make a few more stasis devices. I just want to try and get up to 1 billion. It's just something that I said I'd do, so I want to do it. So how much inventory have we got? What about on the freighter? Will it let me do this? Yeah, just about. Right, so oxygen sorted, let's go. So we'll head back to, we'll go back here, because there's a lot of plants here to farm. So I'm just going to quickly whack this into, I need my starship. So I could make another 24. 24. How many circuit? Yeah, so I can make at least another 24 stasis devices. So we'll get that done.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So I'm just going to quickly get some carbon. Obviously, this is the best way to get it. Much more efficient if I had a maxed out positron, but I'm halfway at the moment on that. Right, so that should do for the condensed carbon. So, well, what's this? Let me just quickly go and grab this. going to head to a different base because I've got a bit more of a more efficient refining process set up than this one. I don't need anything from here anymore anyway. So I'm going to head back to this one. Right, so I can't make any more. I'm done now. Because I'm now going to be out of iridescite. I mean, I could potentially... oxygen there. Oh well. is going to be it for me on stasis devices in this run. So we'll quickly just put all this back into relevant inventories. So I'm keeping all the stasis device materials in 2 containers, because now I'm going to have unlimited ship scrapping potential, as well as frigate buying to then bring in resources and stuff I shouldn't ever need now to be able to craft stuff. It'll only be stuff like this that should need crafting. So from this point onwards, most of it is kind of self-sufficient now, but you just need to get a lump sum together to start with. And then you're good to go. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29.
Technology recharge.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Keep this. Carbon is always coming in handy in this game. You can never ever have too much carbon. It's got to be the most valuable, not costly, but the most valuable thing to keep, I think, is carbon. Right, so let's see what the situation is in here. -0.9. Yeah, bollocks to it. It's not going to make much difference. So I'll sell the stasis, and there we go. So over $1 billion there. So 1.23 billion. I mean, that took a good sort of 45 minutes there. But I've gone from 190 million to 1.23 billion, and that's really without too much effort there. I mean, I can do this every day as well if I wanted to. So there's no AI farm out there that can do this sort of return this quickly. Like within 24 hours, you'd have to build a ridiculously big AI farm with a lot of effort. A lot more effort probably than actually building a stasis device farm to return this sort of money within 24 hours. And this isn't even fully utilised and maxed out yet. I mean, I've still got a couple of biodomes free in each of these bases, and I'm not even using all of this yet. So I've still got 4,500 pretty much in every one of these left as well. So yeah, the limit is endless with a stasis device farm. You could make 200, 300 a day if you really wanted to, and spend an extra hour doing it all to make 10 billion or 4 billion or however many units you want. So we're going to get cracking on now with galaxy jumping towards the centre. Christy, hi, thanks for stopping by. Hope all is good. I hope you've had a good weekend. I'll be on Zane's stream lurking away later on today, I'm sure. Right, so space stations, we'll go for back to where we were, Calypso, because then we want to get on to the next galaxy, which is galaxy number 4. So onwards we go. Pretty sure I've chosen the wrong galaxy here, because I'm sure I got within 5,000 light years. Christy says, having a great weekend, thanks. Went dolphin watching on Friday. Well, that's a bit different. You certainly can't do that where I'm living in the UK. You can maybe go and watch a few fish in a local stream, but you definitely don't see any dolphins around here. Very nice. That is a bit different. Yeah, all's good with me, thank you. Pretty chill weekend this weekend.
Product received.
No, that's no good. Right, let me just see if I put a base down. Pretty sure I did. My bases. What? Right, that's strange. Very strange. Okay, I'm gonna need to go and find a monolith and start making the jumps. Yeah, sometimes you just can't beat a chilled weekend. Although, to be honest with you, during lockdown for the last 18 months, almost every week has been like that. It'd be nice to get back to a bit of normality eventually. I think from next week I'm going to be back into town 2 days a week with work and stuff. So slowly getting back to normal, it sounds like. Which will definitely mean less No Man's Sky, unfortunately. Right. Here we go.
Warning.
Whereabouts in the US? You are from the US, Christy, aren't you? I'm assuming you're probably like it's got to be sort of west or south east somewhere to see dolphins. Bit too cold for them up north, isn't it? Probably. Right, is this a Viking system?
Extreme hazard added.
Oh, damn it. No, it's not. Texas, very nice. Very, very nice. I think if I wanted to live in America, I'd look at Texas areas around there, or the what's the one that's a bit further up north? Is it New England, where all like the proper forests are and stuff? That'd be nice. Leave the creature. Oh, it wanted me to shoot it. Have you ever seen any space shuttle launches or anything, Christy? Given you're in Texas and stuff, I just assume that kind of everyone at some point gets to see one of them if you live in that state. But I guess it's also one of the biggest states in America, isn't it? So
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
doesn't mean you live right near it, I suppose. Oh, I've just picked that one. Oh, damn it. What an idiot. I'm going to have to find another one. Yeah, there's a lot of forests everywhere in the US. Hubby works with NASA. Bloody hell. That's good. That's quite cool, isn't it? Someone says, "Where do you work?" NASA. Just straight away, I just immediately think, yeah, they're clever. A lot cleverer than me. Not unless he's obviously scrubbing down the shuttles after use and stuff.
Product received.
That's cool though. Yeah, Christy says, yeah, we're pretty inundated with space around here. I can imagine, but that's cool though. That's something really different. You know, you only get that in a very very small amount of pockets in the world, right? So it's that's decent. That I find all that sort of stuff so interesting. All the space and the stars and all that sort of stuff. Like Elon Musk, I follow really closely as well, and like what's going on with Blue Origins and SpaceX and obviously Branson's Galactic, Virgin Galactic. Probably why I play this game as well, because I've always been into sort of that side of stuff. So I'd love to live around there. I think that would be so cool. Zoo, good afternoon. Welcome to the chat. I hope all is good with you. He does digital pre-assembly for station and VR and 3D printing. That sounds decent. I want to try and get a multi-tool 3D printed, that'd be good, but from what I've seen online and stuff, it's going to be bloody expensive to do it. Manic Miners posted a video of one that he's done like personally, and it took 100 hours worth of work. So I reckon if you wanted to pay for like a 1-to-1 ratio, like a full size 3D multi-tool, I reckon that would cost so much money. Well worth it though. Sort of stick it on the back of a shelf, on top of a shelf, like in the background of where you play your game and stuff. Yeah, it'd be so decent. There's there's a group on Facebook which you've probably heard of. It's called the Interstellar Index. It's essentially just like the No Man's Sky coordinate exchange on Reddit, where everyone posts their ship finds, multi-tool finds, and everything really, like planets, you name it. It's logged and stored in the group, and every month, the group co-founder Julius, he runs a competition every month, and every single month, what is up for grabs is your choice of a scaled down starship, and literally he's got about 20-25 different starships that you can choose from, and whoever posts the most, it's not really about the quality, it's just I guess trying to get as much stuff indexed as they can, but whoever wins that every month, and you can win it more than once in a year as well, you get one for free. They probably don't cost an awful lot because they're about the size of your hand. Like you could essentially just put it in your hand and it would be about the size of your hand. But it's really cool. I've won a couple and they're really well made. I just haven't got round to painting them yet because that's like really finicky. But yeah, if people are on Facebook, oh bollocks, I didn't do that. Riddle, did I? If people are on Facebook, then it's worth just joining that group, and there's a chance for you, if you log all your finds and that, there's a chance to get one at the end of every month. So Christy, who made it? There's a guy on YouTube called Manic Miners, M-A-N-I-C, Miners, M-I-N-E-R-S. He made one himself, and it's probably bigger than one that you'll get in the game. It's a bit bigger than a sort of 1-to-1 ratio. It's huge, but I'm pretty sure he posted the schematics for it, or like the downloadable file that you need to print one. And I think he's not just got that, he's got quite a few. He posts a lot of No Man's Sky content, and he's got about 10,000 subscribers. He kind of gets a video out at least once a week. So have a look at his YouTube channel, because about 4 or 5 videos back in the last month, he posted like a sort of a review of what he's done on it so far, and it looks really good. It's a crystal experimental multi-tool. Yeah, that's the one, Manic Miners. I think he's just in the process of painting it at the moment, so he's going to be whacking another video up of it like fully finished. It's huge though, it's absolutely ginormous. Yeah, it could be. Have a look at his channel. There's probably other people out there that can make them and, you know, make them to order and stuff, but I can't imagine that they're going to be cheap. Especially if they take that long, like 100 hours, that's a lot of labour to pay for, as well as all the parts and stuff, I suppose. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a portal that's buried in the game. Never seen that before. Yeah, that's true. A lot of the time you're just waiting for it to print, so just monitoring it. Yeah, that's true. It's not like actual labour work, I suppose, is it? Yeah, Manic Miners pops into the chat. He's subscribed to me quite a while ago, and he pops into the chat in here every now and then. hate this shit. Bloody dorsal finish, ginormous. What colour is this? It's a full size blue. Full size blue and white. I mean that's quite a nice colour. That it's like a really light blue with white. It's a really nice fade to that. The only thing I don't like is the bridge. I hate those bridges. But the good thing with this one is the actual garage that the ships fly into there is the same colour, which isn't always the case. So if anyone wants to come to this system in Calypso, the glyphs are bottom left of the screen now. So that will take you to planet number 1 in this system, and then just obviously wait for the mechanics to spawn and you can come and grab this if you want. Let me just see what class I get here, because if it's an S class I may even just grab it myself for the moment, just for the storage, because anything is better than this pile of shit. No, it's a B class. I'm not going to waste any money on a B class, but it's not a good enough freighter for me to worry about reloading, so we'll leave that. Let's just quickly go and see what the space station has to offer, and then what I'm going to do is I want to keep an eye out for frigates now I've got some money. So if I see any white and grey, or just white, maybe white and blue, I'm going to be grabbing them. That looks like white and yellow. Yeah, I don't want that. No good for me. Doesn't go with any of the colours that I tend to knock out. Christy says, yeah, that is the one I've seen. Cool, I'm going to send the link to the hubs. Yeah, definitely. If you can get one of those made up, that'd be great. Oh, that's exotic just pulling in. It's a little guppy. I don't like them though. I like them with the fin wings. So we'll scrap this. thanks for joining, Christy. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, what's left of it. And I'm sure I'll catch you in one of the other streams tonight or at some point in the week. But thanks for joining, much appreciated. The only Explorer I would ever keep is one that has a hyperdrive range of 181, the maximum. I'm not mad on Explorers myself. That's quite a nice shuttle, actually. That. Oh no, it's not symmetrical. Right, that'll do in this system. I'll just try and do a little bit in each system. It all adds up. It's only 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there, sort of thing. I did indeed just say that's a nice shuttle. There are a couple of shuttles that I've seen before that are quite nice. I do keep my eye out a little bit for shuttles, probably even more than I do for explorers. To be fair, I'm not mad on shuttles. Don't get me wrong. I'm not singing their praise, but the longer I play the game, and the longer I've played this game, the more I've sort of come to like them a bit more. They're quite like original. They're quite original. Like they're the only really. I think the shuttle, as well as the jet fighter, are the only ships really that look like they could have been made by humans, and I quite like that. What I don't like about shuttles is more often than not they're not symmetrical because of bugs, which is a shame. But I don't hold anything really badly against shuttles in general. Most of them look like shit. I do understand that, but I think most explorers look very similar. Like nothing really for me stands out on an explorer. But the good thing about explorers, I guess, is their jump range. But to be honest, because you can use a freighter, even that's irrelevant now. I've never been too fussed about jumping hyperdrive range anyway, because I very rarely jump big distances, because where I'm hunting for stuff most of the time, the only thing that I really care about is finding a tier 3 economy. That's it. Doesn't matter if it's like 50 light years away or 100 or 1,000. Sorry. Right. So what are we here? 42 and 16. This is about the lowest of the lowest. What do you call it? Mining beam module you can get. That's terrible. 42 and 16 is poor. That's out of a possible 20 for mining speed and 50 for heat dispersion, which is those two modules, the mining speed and the heat dispersion, are the only two perks on each of these modules that I care about. I don't care about any of the other stats on them. So we'll be leaving that one. But as you can see, just from scrapping ships, I'm picking up ionized cobalt, circuit board, iridescite, and storage augments. So iridescite, circuit board, and ionized cobalt are already 3 things that are used to make a stasis device. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, once you've built up some money and you want to start then building out your nanites, for me, by scrapping ships. If you do scrap ships, and when money's a non-issue, which is what it is now, you know, sky's the limit. I can scrap as many as I want from here onwards. And as you're scrapping ships, you're also building up components for stasis devices. And then, as long as your freighter is in the system, you can sort of build stasis devices on the go, sort of thing. So yeah, when it comes to sort of mining the ionized cobalt and making iridescite, that's pretty much a non-issue once you get going in the mid game. Not in the beginning, but mid game, that becomes sort of a non-issue, because you get enough of that from ship scrapping and from sending frigates out on missions. They generally always come back, frigates, with at least 2 or 3 components that you can use to help build a stasis device, which saves you making it. Just want to see what this fighter is, because it's got tie wings. It's a jet. it's not. It's a snow speeder. No interest in that. Welcome, by the way, Crash Test. Welcome to the stream. Right. Let's have a look. It's got to be quite close, surely. Yeah. Oh, damn it. It's an emerald. Wonder if I'm going to be able to use my ship here. Yeah, the bank balance is nicely up above $1 billion now, thanks to the stasis device farm. No, shit, I can't. Oh yeah, I can. That's good. On to Galaxy 4. So I'm probably now, excluding the freighter, I'm probably now in as good, if not better position than I was in the last stream, in the last Permadeath series that I died in. I definitely didn't have anywhere near the amount of units. I didn't have a full stasis device farm set up. I'd been playing for a longer period of time as well. I think I'm about 10 hours behind my last stream, and I'm ahead in terms of units, nanites, multi-tools and everything else, excluding the freighter now. So all I want to do now is really just focus on trying to get to Eissentam, and then once I'm in Eissentam, it's a case of exploration. I'm going to not galaxy jump from Eissentam for a bit, because I want to find a white grass planet, and then I want to build a base there. It's going to be nothing too extravagant. I want to build like a sort of modern Japanesey type building, and go from there. So we're in Hesperius. This is Galaxy 4. this looks like it could be a white grass planet. No, it's not. God, this ship takes a long time to land, doesn't it?
Toxic protection falling. Component repaired. Component repaired. Toxic damage detected. Component repaired. Component repaired. Product received.
Right, I just want to very, very quickly see what this needle nose was in this system, because that was a mecha wing, and if it's the right colour, it could be worth me buying that. This isn't the most efficient way to look for ships either. But as I'm here, I might as well stay here. There it is. Right, I can straight away see that's not what I'm interested in. Red and blue. It might be for somebody. If that's of interest to anybody, the glyphs are at the bottom left of the screen now, and this is in Hesperius, galaxy number 4. It's sort of an America, go America ship, isn't it? Right, to the portal we go. Mission, isn't it? Dreams of the deep, isn't it? Is that in this system? Oh, do you know what? I might as well just get this mission out of the way with. So let me just knock this out while I'm here. True Grit, good afternoon. Welcome to the chat. I'm not bothering to repair this, by the way, because I'm going to be doing a galaxy jump in a minute and it's just going to break again. So I just repaired the hazard protection and then whichever one that I needed for the planet that I was on. But yeah, there's no point, if you're doing sort of consecutive galaxy jumps, just repair what you need to get like essential and just leave all the rest broken, because you're only just going to waste resources doing that. So I will repair that, but I'm not going to repair it until we get to Eissentam. I definitely don't like this ship. The really tall fin. I mean, it looks all right, but just it's not for me. I want to get a fighter as quickly as I can. Controller keeps cutting out as well at the moment. Come on. Oh, that's an A. Yeah, we'll scrap you. Where the hell was my ship gone? You are Starship. Oh, bugger. That's why, because it's changed the ship over, isn't it? So that shuttle that was crashed there is an A class. Now you probably already know this, but if you don't, I suppose for newer players that might watch this stream at some point over the next several months, back in the day you used to be able to find every single ship type in any class as a crashed ship, but they nerfed that, I think, in the Origins update about a year ago. So now the only ships that you can find in S-class that are crashed are shuttles, living ships and exotic ships. Living ships and exotic ships just because they only come in one class, which is S. And shuttles, I have no idea whatsoever why they kept shuttles as an option of S-class, but haulers, explorers and fighters are all nerfed now. You'll never ever find a hauler, explorer or fighter in an S-class that's crashed. And I don't know, I'm not 100% sure on explorers, but certainly with haulers and fighters, the maximum you'll find them in as a crash ship on any planet in any system in the game is now a B class. So you can only find fighters and haulers as C or B class as crash ships now. You can't find them in A or S. And I imagine that's the same for explorers, but I haven't really bothered hunting around for explorers for crash ships. But I would imagine that they've been nerfed as well, because you definitely can't get them in S-class. I know that, so I just assume that it's the same as it is with fighters and haulers. They're probably nerfed as well at B-class. I don't actually know the actual reason why they did that and chose to do that. I think the general feel from the community is that people were exploiting haulers, like S-class 48 slot haulers, and just constantly going back and like scrapping them and stuff. But that doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't add up as a good enough reason for them to nerf it. So I've got no idea why they did it. But yeah, you can only get exotic living ships and shuttles as S-class now. And I got lucky in a stream finding a crashed exotic before, but I mean they are really difficult to find. You could spend like hours trying to find one. What's this one called? I've got to look at my list here. Galaxy names. Hesperius. There we go. So this should be again within 5,000 light years, and then we'll make our way towards the centre. Stop at a couple of space stations on the way through, just to see what's available. I do like the improved animations for warping and black holes and stuff. They're much better than what they used to be. That was a change in Prisms, I think, wasn't it? The recent update we had. A red space station. Or an orangey red. fuck's sake, this controller's doing my brain in. This is why I should be playing keyboard and mouse, really. I've got to get a new controller. I've got an Xbox One Elite controller. So this is like 120 odd, 150 odd pound controller. It's only about a year old, and its wireless thing's already messing up. Useless. They're quite good for like FPS games, these controllers though. They're better than the standard ones. I very rarely would play FPS with a controller. Right, so this is quite a nice tool. This orange with the black finish is quite nice. It's quite a sought after tool, this. But this, because it's a C class, this will never ever ever be available in an S class. So this tool can instantly be forgotten about being found as an S class, because it's already in a C class. So even if this is an actual B class, it doesn't make a difference, because it cannot be found as an S. So the only way that you could get this as an S class would be to upgrade it at this terminal here. But because this, so just this is how my process works with multi-tools, and I'm just not going to spend a lot of time trying to explain this, but if ever, regardless of the class, so this here could be a C, B, A, or S, right? Regardless of the class, but more so if it's like a C, B, or A, as long as an exotic tool, like an experimental or an alien, spawns into this cabinet, I will still do a search, regardless of the class. I will do a search, because what you'll find is sometimes a system will have more than one exotic tool, particularly if you see one spawn into the space station cabinet. It doesn't always mean that there's another tool out there that is an A class, alien or experimental, but because an exotic has spawned in here, it is still very much worth looking in the system for an A-class cabinet and then searching in the system, reloading on the planets. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this just to show you, like, because you probably think, well, how do you find an A-class cabinet and stuff? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you what I do, right? And to be honest, I need some nav data anyway. So this won't take long. It will take about 15-20 minutes. The first thing to do is to get your maps. So I've got to get my freighter. Oh shit, I can't call the bloody freighter in here. That is a problem, because that's got all my maps on it. So this must be a green star, or a, what do you call it, a blue star. I've got 2 nav data. See, now that's not a bad ship. This is a Corvax. I don't know, my gut feeling is just telling me that there might be something else in this system, because that's quite a good colour combo there. Let's see what maps this guy has got. Please be commercial. Please be commercial. Damn it. Distress. Well, let's see if we can find... We've got 2 chances here to find a minor settlement. Bosh. Right, that's helped a bit. But again, like, this is quite a nice colour if it's white as opposed to turquoise. Yeah, so white and red. I hate this is the hauler I was talking about the other day. That and that. I'm just like, what is going on there? It's a shame, because these ion boosters, they look really cool on haulers. I like them. Right, so I'm going to go down to this minor settlement, and I'm going to pray that this trade terminal has got some nav data for sale. If it hasn't, I'm a bit screwed, really. So the space station multi-tool pool is currently in the system-wide pool right now. So if this minor settlement cabinet here is a C-class cabinet, you'll see that space station experimental C-class in this cabinet. Right, so this is a different class. So this is potentially a natural B class. So we've got a C class and we've got a B class so far. So there's at least 2 tools in this pool. Go on, let's see if we can get one more minor settlement. Damn it. Okay, let's just see if there's any nav data here. Go on, come on, be lucky. Be lucky. No, I'm not lucky. Not lucky today. Has he got any for sale? Oh, he's got 5. Well, that'll do. That's all I need. Okay, let's go and grab the money. I'm going to grab some more. I'm just going to quickly nip out of this system and come back in. Because it is useful to show this, especially if it does spawn another exotic tool. I won't necessarily start a hunt for the tool, because I've already got a couple of S-class tools, there's no real need for it. But let me just spawn back to a... Let me just spawn back here. Warp drive insufficient for this system as well, you bastard. sure that this is the right system. Yeah, right. So that's a C class. We all know that's a C class. So what I would do at this point now is go into your. I've already exchanged the maps, so I've already got the maps here. So you need the commercial maps, and literally just unlock all 6. So just keep tapping on them until all 6 are unlocked. So keep going. I think that's 5. There might be one more. Keep going. Right, so this looks like all of them are unlocked. So on the HUD now, you've got 2 buildings there. 2, 3, 4, 5. And there should be one more somewhere. But essentially there's 6, so I might have to keep that going. Right, so it looks like they're all unlocked. There might just be one hidden. So once you've got all the buildings unlocked, they will remain permanently on your HUD. I've explained this in another stream, but just in case people are joining here, I'm going to explain what I'm doing. So I've unlocked all the possible different building types that are available in this map type, the commercial map. It only has 6 different building types. So all you do is you leave all of the buildings alone and just go to the minor settlement. And what happens is if you ignore the other icons, they will just remain on your HUD and they never disappear. And your maps will never unlock a duplicate building. So once you've unlocked that building down there, for instance, until you go to that location and it disappears from your HUD, it will just permanently stay there. So your map will never unlock that building again until you tell the maps to do so, and that's by going to that location. So every map that I use now from here onwards will only ever be a minor settlement. So essentially I've got 20, 40, 50, 65 maps here, and that is now going to be potentially 65 minor settlements, because these maps now will only unlock a minor settlement, because that is the only building out of the ones that I've already unlocked that I'm going to be going to visit. So check the weapon, and this is a B class again. So already, because this has appeared twice now as a B class, I'm very much leaning towards this is already, we can already say pretty much with almost certainty that this is a natural B class tool, because 2 out of 2 now have been B. So we've got a C class and we've got a B class. So you just keep a mental note of that, and keep a note of the of the class of the tools that you found. No, there's no nav data there. So when you're running low on nav data like I am, just always check these trade posts. Go to the save. I need some salvage data anyway, so I'm going to pick up the data modules if they're here. No, there doesn't appear to be one here. It's a funny looking pet. So, and then what we do is, look, if I click it again, this will now only show me a minor settlement. Yeah, because it's the only location now that I'm going to and scrubbing off the map every time I visit that location. So this one's quite close. so there's no need to go out into space. And then basically all I'm doing now is process of elimination. So all I'm trying to do now is find an A-class cabinet. That's all I care about right now. Doesn't matter what tool it is, I just need an A-class cabinet. Right, so now this is thrown a bit of a funny one, because this tool was a B class and now it's showing as an A class. So at the moment it potentially could be an A class tool, this. So we've seen it in B class twice and A class once. So I can't at the moment with certainty say that this is a natural A class, because at the moment I'm thinking it's more a B class. So I've got to keep going. Nope, there's no nav data there. I'm not going to bother picking any of this stuff up. I'm going to do this quite quickly. So we'll go to the next one. So this is going to be a C or a B? C. This tool will never ever be above a B, I think. I think this is going to be a natural C class. And even natural C classes, you very, very rarely see them spawn higher than a C. They normally stay as C all the time. So we'll just quickly do this just so you can see the process. And when I'm doing a hunt for multitools, I literally do this process on every single system that I visit. I don't go by the station cabinet. Regardless of the class in that station, I will still search for an A-class cabinet in that system. I'm prolific when I do it. Again, this will be a C, possibly a B, but generally this is going to always appear as a C. Just going to see if they've got any. Sometimes you'll see a minor settlement quite close to the one that you've currently got highlighted. They do tend to appear as really close to one another sometimes. So it's just worth looking at, because then you don't waste a map on it. Right. So this here, this sleeper of the dance, could be the natural A class. I'm gonna, if I see this appear one more time as an A class, then I'm going to go with that being the natural A class tool. Don't even need to look at that. So we've got 3 Bs now, and 2 As. So this is actually proving to be a bastard, because this is, at the moment, I don't know if this is a natural B or a natural A class tool. And this is what happens. This is where it can all get very confusing. You could have assumed by now that it's either a B class or an A class. So until this tool here appears as a C class, at the moment I'm leaning towards it being at the moment I think this is a natural B class tool. I think there's still an A class tool that we haven't seen yet spawn into one of these cabinets. And I'm just going to try and show you by process of elimination. You'll see what I mean. Because I still think this is a natural B class tool. Bloody controller again. See, it's 3 of each now. this is quite interesting for me actually, this one, because you don't often see this. This is normally it's so out of the 6 different times we've seen this tool. At the moment, it's 3 of each, but normally this would have been, if it was a B class tool, you would have seen this 4 or 5 times out of 6 as a B. And likewise, if it was an A class tool, you would have seen this 4 or 5 times out of 6 as an A class, but it's literally split down the middle at the moment, with 3 B appearances and 3 A. So we can forget that. I've already found this exact tool in an S class anyway, this this orange experimental here. I found it in with black diamond as well as black circle decals. It's not OB, it's not a rare one by any means. Sorry, I was looking at something else there. Right, this is the deciding one. See? It's a B class again. Let's see what the tool is for this planet. Theoretical force stabilizer. Last couple of tries and then I'll move on. Because this looks like it's going to take a long time just to find the actual natural A class tool here. Yeah, see, I think that there is still there's a multi-tool in this system, in this there's an A class tool that has not shown itself yet in all of these settlements that we've been to. Because I still think that this tool here is a natural B class. So I'll do one or two more searches and then we'll move on. because this could take quite a while. It could take like 20 minutes just to actually find an A-class cabinet here, which isn't like anything unusual. It's a bit longer than normal, but yeah, this is definitely a natural B-class tool. And there we go. So I can say with absolute certainty now that this tool here is the natural A-class tool in this system. I would put money on this tool being the A-class tool. That is the tool that we haven't seen yet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now. I'm going to quickly make a save point here. Right, because this is currently the planet's A-class tool, but so remember that other one was called the Song of the Dance. This is where I'll get proven completely wrong now, you watch. But that other tool was the Song of the Dance. So I'm going to go back to the space station and I'm going to reload a save on the space station, and I'm going to fly back to that settlement there, and I'm extremely confident that there will be another tool that we haven't seen yet from this space station ball that spawns into that cabinet. Let's just see what this C class is. Yeah, rubbish. Right, so if I reload a save, shit, just realised something. You can't load. No, that should be fine. Right. So, reload a save here. Go back to this marker. And this tool now shouldn't be Song of the Dance. It should be another tool. The only other way that this would still appear as Song of the Dance is if there's just two tools in the space station pool, but even then it should still pull another tool into the cabinet. Sleep of the Dance, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, so okay, this so the space station multi-tool pool has just two tools in its pool. So what it's doing is because it's only got two tools, and there's obviously C, B and A class cabinets. What it's doing is it's chucking this tool here, which potentially is a natural B class or A class, and it's chucking this tool into both cabinets. Yeah, but the tool that we previously spawned using this planet's tool, multi-tool pool, spawned in here as an A class, and a different tool spawned into there as an A class. So this planet has a tool as a natural B class, which is appearing in the B class cabinets that this tool also shows as a B class. But the natural A class tool of this system is appearing in this A class cabinet here again with this Sleep of the Dance. Yeah, so this would be the A class cabinet that I would search. So now I would do a search and go and reload on every one of these planets and see if another exotic tool spawns into this A class cabinet here, and if it does, I would then do a further search and obviously hunt down the S class cabinet. So I'm not going to do that, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish the stream now. It's 6 o'clock and I'm going to make some dinner and stuff, and then what I might do is off stream is just do a quick search and just see if an exotic does spawn into this when I'm a little bit later on this evening. Yeah, just to see if that theory is right, where sometimes you get more than one if it appears as an exotic in the space station. So thank you everybody for joining. We've got quite a bit done today. We finished the stasis device farm, built the units up to over 1 billion like we said we'd do. A nice amount of nanites now. We did the weekend mission. We've built out some more slots in the inventory here. We've built out some more slots in the spaceship as well. And I guess the only thing really now to do as far as sort of upgrading and stuff goes is to get this freighter sorted out. So in the next 2 streams I'll probably look to sort of start building up towards this, but what I really want to try and do first of all is just get to Eissentam. So we're in galaxy number 4 at the moment, and I think in the next stream I'm just going to sort of not get distracted and just focus on getting between here, galaxy 4 to Eissentam as quickly as we can. That should take about maybe less than an hour, and then we'll do a little bit of exploration around Eissentam, start building a cluster of systems, tier 3 systems, so we can get ready and gear up for the freighter hunt, and go from there. But I'm going to call it a day there, and I really appreciate, as usual, everyone joining in on the chat as well. Thanks to Gaming with Christy, Bozimoto, Mr. Hello, JL Green, Zoo Gaming, Crash Test, True Grit, anyone that was lurking, anyone that I've missed, and enjoy the